I'm just going to jump into this. Quite a few aggravated assaults. There's a few of them I'm going to cover. We had a few different shootings that happened. The first one was Saturday. This was early morning is when it was reported. That was in the 6000 block of West Tanager Place. That was a trailer home that was shot several times. It was a man and then 2 kids were inside the trailer home at the time. Thankfully, no injuries related to that. I think around 16 times it was shot. He didn't have any idea of who, who would have done it or why. So investigating that. We had another one on Sunday. This was a guy an 18-year-old that showed up at the hospital with a gunshot wound to his arm. He gave us a little bit of information. Some of it didn't quite match up with what he was saying. So we're still working on trying to figure out where it happened and who was involved. He was taken into the hospital for treatment to that, so we didn't have a chance to really get in-depth interview with him. Non-life-threatening injury to his arm. And then we had another one Monday night. This was around 11:30 p.m. This was on West 12th Street. That was the 800 block of West 12th Street. That was a guy that went to meet somebody to give them a ride. So it was, he had pulled up in that area, 12th and Waltz area. And once he stopped, there was some guy that came walking up to his car. He didn't know this person, and that guy ended up pulling out a gun. The victim was still in his car. He drove away, and then the suspect shot his car several times. I don't have a number on that, but the man driving the car was not injured. And then the last one we had was early this morning. This was about 2:15. This was in the 400 block of North Duluth Avenue. This was an apartment building that was shot. I believe it was 5 times, 5 different bullets into a couple of different apartments at that building, but no reports of any injuries from that. So a lot of things that happened this weekend related to these shootings. We don't know if any of them are related at this point. One of the things, especially with gunshots, is people hear things, people see things, sometimes people talk. So if anybody has information on any of these, or if they have surveillance video at their homes, we'd like them to call police or Crime Stoppers, and hopefully we can figure out what happened with all of these.
Do you have descriptions of any of the suspects of the shootings?
So we got a little bit, the guy that was shot in the arm, we got a little bit of information. Like I said, he gave us some information. Not all of it kind of matches up, or we're still trying to sort that out, but there was some information there. The car that was shot, we've got some information to follow up on with that as well, but no arrests have been made in any of these. The apartment building and then the trailer home that were shot, we really don't have a whole lot of information on that at all, on either of those. The other aggravated assaults, most of those are domestics, but no serious injuries from those. The burglaries, reports on all of them. One of them was a vacant house that was entered. A person was inside at the time, was arrested from that. The disorderly subjects, really just reports on those. A lot of these I didn't have a chance to get to. Family offenses were reports. The frauds, ID thefts, larcenies, I didn't hear of anything big out of those. The rapes are all reports, no arrests on those. We had a couple of robberies. The first one on Friday night, that was a guy that was threatened with a gun. Somebody pointed a gun at him and tried to take cash from him. He took off running on foot and then was able to get away, so nothing was taken on that. No arrests on that one. And then the one on Sunday, that was basically a fight between a couple of people. Somebody was punched and then took some car keys. No serious injuries with that. Really nothing big from the sex offenses. Simple assaults, I didn't get to those. I didn't hear of anything big from those. There's one unattended death, nothing suspicious with that. there's a suspicious subject that was on the log, and that was somebody was tampering with a coin machine at a car wash. And vandalisms, I didn't get to those either. I don't think there was anything concentrated in any area. And the weapons violation, that was a report that was created in error, so I don't have any information with that.
Do you have any updates on the Dunham Park?
Dunham Park, no updates at this point. I know the detectives are still working on it. They were still making progress on that, but no arrests at this point, no charges. And again, this is kind of goes back to the other thing, but if people have information, we'd like them to call police and share that, or they can always call Crime Stoppers.
What about the baby found?
The baby that was found at the recycling, still investigating that, but nothing new with that one either. That's all I have, unless you guys have anything else. Okay, thanks.